Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another Marvel Snap video. In this video, we're going to be looking at the brand new OTA that's just dropped. It should mix up the meta. There's quite a lot of good changes in here for a lot of the meta decks. So, we're going to start with a few nerfs and then a few buffs, and we'll quickly talk about them. See which ones are actually going to affect the meta game. Straight up, Elsa Bloodstone is +2 power now instead of +3, which is great. It takes a little bit of power off. I know only 1 power, you might be thinking it's not going to do enough. But with the other changes coming up, it does actually add up, right? It will, it will quickly add up to the fact that you are losing a lot of power, right? Instead of a 11 power vision, you've got a 10 power vision, a 5 power Jeff instead of a 6 power. It adds up. It slows down the meta a little bit. We don't want to kill the card because ideally, like, in theory, the card's a good card. It's a fun card, but it's just too strong, right? Every other card buff with it also makes it strong. So it's a decent enough change. Slows her down a little bit. Probably keeps her in the meta, but not at the top of the meta. Next up, we have Loki. Everyone's been wanting a Loki change for the last month and a half. We finally get it. I've not been seeing a lot of Loki, so I understand only being a a light change. Should we say a light change? He's gone from a 3/5 to a 4/5. The way Loki's been played, I understand. The next card is why you'll understand why it went up in 1 power instead of staying the same. So yeah, I understand why they've done a light change because he wasn't really being seen. He's still good. He's still like a top tier deck, but he wasn't like every deck like he was last month, right? Elsa kind of took his spot. So Elsa nerfs. You got to nerf Loki just in case he slides back in. Still, probably a decent enough card. Probably still needs another little touch up, but we'll see. Obviously, they've got the stats and we don't, so we don't really know what's good, what's not. Like, like what? And then this is a one why Loki definitely had to get hit, right? Loki wasn't getting played on like free to like abuse Loki stuff because Collector had fallen off. It was used more for a 5 or a 6 turn. So Collector got hit. Collector's back now, which is nice. Just fixing some of the didn't need to be changed. I understand why they changed Collector at the time. They wanted to hit Loki dead without like forcing themselves into changing Loki and then having to change Loki, so they did the Collector because the Collector was the card that was growing big, right? Collector was the one actually winning a lot of the games. Well, obviously Loki enabled him, so he had to get hit. Found out it wasn't his fault, like everyone knew, but they had to change something, and they changed the Collector now and brought him back, which is good. There's one thing I love about this game, is if they nerf a card, they are not afraid to just rebuff it in a couple of weeks, right? We've seen it with Doom. He got nerfed, came back like a month later. Snow Guard got buffed, became the best one, dropping the card game, got nerfed again. Collector got nerfed, got buffed. You know, I love the fact that they're not afraid to buff and nerf. So this is the one change that probably feels bad. Like, like she's like what Collector was for Loki. She's the one that's just getting hit because of every other card. I think it's fine that she's got a little hit. She's gone from a 2/0 to a 2/2, so it is a buff, but she only gets +1 power now when you play here. So she's not this big powerhouse card that she's going to be. You still, in most games, you're probably still getting her, but you're getting her to a 5, right? A 2/5 now instead of like a 2/6 when you would play cards. So it's 1 power less. And then obviously after that, it's all the changing and bouncing in and out. So it's only a little power off with the change. Like the more cards you play, if you only play 3 cards on her, you're 1 power down, you 2 power down for, and then every card past 3, you're 1 power down each turn. So it does add up. But it kind of sucks that she was the one that kind of got hit, but at the same time, she needed it, right? We're all sick of having to play the same cards. So this is one we could see them revert back down the line. But for now, I'm kind of glad. I just hated the package. This one, another target, Shuri stuff. Sauron Shuri, still top meta deck, easily one of the best 5 decks in the game. They can never get this just right? They've nerfed Red Skull and then they buffed him back. They nerfed him twice, right? And then buffed him back. And then now they've nerfed Shuri after nerfing Shuri once before. So Shuri's took a couple of nerfs. Sauron's turn now. Does it change the deck? Probably not. 1 power, you know, they don't want to kill the deck, but they obviously don't want to leave it untouched. So it's probably just probably doesn't make much difference. Maybe you might lose initiative because of it. Might not. Depends how the meta shapes up, right? Next up, a buff to Uatu. He got changed last patch, I think, where he now shows you the location, right? Or something like that. I think he shows you the location now. But they said when he buffed in, they were going aiming on the lower end, so they didn't want him to be good. Well, they didn't want him to be too good, because he's a pill 1 card, I think, pill 2. So they made him a 1/2 now, decided. It has no effect. You're probably still not going to see this card. Maybe he gets up in Zoo decks if Zoo's good, but Killmonger, you know, Zoo decks hard. This is the card that I'm most excited for, and the one that I probably expect to see the most play out of all of these is the Hell Cow is now a 4/8 instead of a 4/6. So as someone that likes discard, I'd kind of be leaning towards the Hella type stuff. I like the targeted, the blades and the Lady Sifs and stuff like that. So I hadn't been really playing MODOK, but a 4/8 Hell Cow I would play. I would play this if I'm not playing even in a standard discard list. Maybe I'd even play this with MODOK. But outside of a standard one, I'd play this. I would play a 4/8 cow. I think this is gonna see a lot of play, which is nice because I like discard. I love discard getting some love. And Hell Cow's got some awesome variants. Look at this variant, like mad old Moo Cow, and now it's going to be a 4/8. Great. And last change, this is not surprising that this card got buffed. It's surprising that it's buffed now instead of when the Marvel season is. The Marvel season next season, or is it the one after? Whenever the Captain Marvel season is, Miss Marvel, Miss Marvel, isn't it? That season, I kind of everyone probably expected Spectrum to be buffed. Then they like to buff cards along with TV shows and films and stuff like that, which is a great thing, which is amazing. We love to see that, right? You love to. One of the cool things they have going for them is they can tie stuff in, so they get the double hype, right? You could. You go watch a show and you're like, oh my god, I wish I could play this card in Marvel Snap. No, like, bam, we just buffed it. Have some fun with the card, right? Most of the time doesn't survive long in the meta. Like Nick Fury had it like a week or something when he got buffed, where he was getting played a lot, and then all like, yeah, still pretty bad. Spectrum, 2 extra power. Maybe. But at the end of the day, ongoing stuff's just so weak, right? But an extra 2 power on Spectrum, possibly, at least for a little while. Probably a deck I'll play. One of the decks I'm probably going to aim to play is an ongoing deck following this OTA. So, yeah, let's see. Anyways, that's it for today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment, all that good stuff. And I will catch you tomorrow for another video. Peace.